Hi everybody. I thought I would come on here today and show you my March TBR list. So the first book that I picked for the month of March is a book that just fell down in the background. But we're going to carry on. So the first book I picked was Babel by R.F. Wang, and this one is a dystopian fantasy, I believe, and it's set in Oxford at the university in 1836, and it's about this orphan that goes there because they believe it's a paradise, but then it says, "Can a student stand against an empire?" So I think this one's going to be quite interesting. I think there's going to be a lot of action in that, and I'm quite excited to read it, to be honest. So I thought that'd be a good one when it's still a little bit cold outside. So yeah, this one's book one. And for book two, I went with a romance, and I went with Catherine Center's Hello Stranger. And I've never read Catherine Center before, but I've heard some really good things about her. So I'm excited to read this one too, just to see what her writing style's like. But this one is a romance, and Sadie is the main character. I just had to check that then. And she has this thing where she can't make out people's faces. It's called face blindness. She can still see, but every face she looks at is now a jumbled puzzle of disconnected features. And then she falls in love with not one person, but two. So I imagine it's all about her navigating this disease where she can't see people's faces and navigating her new love interest. I thought that'd be quite a nice one to read after Babel, because Babel's quite a chunky book and this one's not so chunky, so I thought it'd be a nice palate cleanser for afterwards. So I picked that one. For book three, I picked Christina Lauren's The Soulmate Equation, another romance. This one follows Jess Davis. You'd think I'd remember the name Jess with it being my name, but obviously not. But this one follows Jess Davis, and she's looking for a soulmate, so she joins this program. And it uses scientific equipment to test your DNA to find your perfect match based on DNA. And her soulmate is none other than the owner of the company, but she knows this man, and she doesn't really like him. So it's sort of an enemies to lovers thing, I think. So this one's going to be quite an interesting one to read. So I picked this one for book three. For book four, this is another author I've never read before, and it's Kathleen Glasgow. And this one's called The Glass Girl, and it's about a teenager that turns to alcohol to help her cope with the things in her life. I believe that Kathleen Glasgow writes about some heavy topics. I've heard a lot about her writing, and I know she's quite a well-loved author, but I personally have never read anything she's written, so I'm really excited to see what I think about her as an author too. So I thought that would be an interesting one to read. So this is book four, and for book five, I decided to choose this one, which is Beware the Claws That Catch Alice by Christina Henry. And this one is a bit like the Twisted Tales books. I love them books so much. And it's like a thriller based on Alice in Wonderland, I believe. So it says on the back that there's a woman in a hospital. Her hair, once blonde, hangs in tangles down her back. She doesn't remember why she's in such a terrible place, just a tea party long ago and long ears and blood. And then apparently there's a fire at the hospital. She escapes. And then it says, to find the truth, she will have to track this beast to the very heart of the old city, where the rabbit waits for his Alice. So I think this one's going to be really dark and really twisty, and I think it's going to be quite a good concept, to be honest. It's something that I think I'd really enjoy. And this is the first one in a series. I shouldn't really be starting any more series right now because I'm in the middle of quite a few, but I'm really curious about this. So I thought I'd give it a go. So they're the 5 books I chose for the month of March. Hopefully I'm going to get them all read, but I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I'm quite a mood reader, so I'm going to just see what happens. But they're the ones I've picked, and I think I'm going to enjoy them all. So it's going to be a good month, I think. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.